morning, distinguished delegates from the different countries, guests, and dear colleagues. On behalf of Abdullah Gül University and Youth Factory, I would like to express my warm welcome to this third edition of isyec. This international event is being organized in collaboration with a number of parties or the partners, including French NA, National Agency, Spanish Agency, Italian Agency, as well as the Turkish Agency, and Salto Youth. I would like to also thank to my special thanks to organizing committee and volunteers, our students, dear my friend Bernard, Zeynep Tuğçe, and head of the Turkish National Agency, Mesut Bey, for this event making happen. It's a great pleasure and honor to host such an important event. This symposium is as old as the university itself, Abdullah Gül University. We are a young university. How do you move this place? How do you move this, Sergeant? Where is it? Oh, where is it? Good. Yeah. If you are using a Mac for a long time, you know, when you switch to the different machine, you are having a problem anyway. It's in a different place. Okay. Yes, the university itself is a very young university. It's only has been established 5 years ago. As old as the isyec organization of the Sempozyum. We have started 5 years ago with Bernard. Even we didn't have any buildings in this campus. We have a few facilities, but Bernard took a risk to give us an opportunity to organize such an important series of the symposium. So it developed as the university developed. Today, I'm glad that we have 37 plus the participants from the different countries. I mean, represented by 37 plus different countries, number of the participants, over 200, and such a distinguished speakers, keynotes, different people. Now, university, being a young university in an environment where there are already 100 and something universities in the country. In Turkey totally, there are 185 universities, about 120 are state universities, and 80 plus foundation universities. You gotta be innovative to be able to, you have to do the things differently and in an innovative way. Otherwise, you cannot survive. You'll be, like anybody else. To be able to compete in such a competitive environment, you have to be doing the things differently. For that reason, we started our university development process with number of search conferences. So far, in the 5 years, we have organized about 16 search conferences and about 30 plus workshops to be able to establish the university. By the help of 700 plus people from academia, from NGOs, from business world. So university has gone through the very careful and very detailed planning stage. We have consulted a number of different people from the different sectors. The first of all, IGU is the hybrid model, it's a very good hybrid model of state and the foundation universities. We have a foundation, but we are a state university with a foundation. And it is still in the development stage. Still, development is taking place every day. So it's still a R&D, research and development project. So we are every day working on different issues to be able to establish this university. Currently we have 5 faculties. All our programs are in English. Medium of instruction is English. And we have a master plan for the next 15 years till 2028. So we are opening our undergraduate and graduate programs and developing some institutions accordingly. Now, as you know today, we are living in an historical time. The world is undergoing a big and significant changes. Changes everywhere, and faster than ever. Of course, these changes also create or trigger new issues, global issues, and one of which is employability. Youth employability especially. There is a serious problem for youth unemployment. In fact, just 5 years ago, when we sat down and discussed the issues to discuss in the Symposium with Bernard, after a long meeting, we came out with the idea of youth employability. Why? Because we thought that this is going to be a very serious problem and needs to be addressed. Today, almost 1/3 of the university graduates are unemployed. Skills mismatch is, on the average, globally, is 39% around the world. In Turkey, it is even double, 70% skills mismatch. There is a big gap between the universities and industry. Expectations of industry and what we train and graduate from the educational institutes are different. That's what we are talking about, 21st century learning skills. And in fact, Mesut Bey mentioned about the soft skills, how it is important, why it's important. because most of the educational institutes fail to satisfy the need of society, there is a big and significant and serious skills mismatch. And that creates, in my judgment, that creates the unemployability problem. Youth employability has to do with the skill mismatch problem. What we need to do under this circumstance? Yes, there might be 100 reasons, but being a administrator, being a rector or president of the university, I cannot change everything, but I can change only my institution, only the things that we are doing. I can make the changes. What we need to do is, of course, we need a new model. We need a new model. We need a new university model. That should include the new education model, new education approach, new research approach, and also the new way of communicating with the industry and the society. Social interactions should be also changed. That's what today we are talking about. We are talking about third generation universities or the new generation universities. Argue, being a pioneer, at least in this country, being a pioneer institution in this country of the third generation, universities, we would like to first of all put the main emphasis on the third mission of the universities, that is the societal impact or social impact, and we should also blend the new way of education and the new way of doing the research. That's what we are doing, and we are trying to blend the education, research, and social interactions in a way that, in a multiplicative way, that we, take the global responsibilities and the challenges, and we focus on integrated research, and we also try to implement the new learning experience, learning by doing, making, or experiential learning. Some of the features of the new generation universities that we are trying to do, of course, the societal impact through the global responsibilities, and today, in this symposium, youth employability is taken as the main theme or the subject area. One of the global issues will be addressed, and also integrated research via transdisciplinary approach, education model with the new learning experiences, design and innovation. You have to be innovative anywhere, everywhere. Social entrepreneurship and internationalization. These are some of the key features of the next generation universities that these topics should be addressed. As far as our university development taking place so far is concerned, we have, we have got some results, and that results make us some of the first with our university, such as we are the pioneer in this country to promote third generation, the third mission of the universities, societal impact. Everywhere, whenever we go any place, we always promote the societal impact, social impact. We are bringing the concept of societal impact to the attention of the public in everywhere we attend. This is very important, third mission of the universities, which has been ignored in the past. And secondly, we are trying to blend the education, research, and the social interactions by using some mechanisms that we developed. Active learning, competency-based curriculum, to be able to realize or graduate our students with the 21st century skills, and integrated research, interdisciplinary, teams, and many other things we have developed over the last 5 years that really make the first in this country by our university. As far as the results are concerned, these are what we have done in the higher education area, technically. And these are the results of our system that we developed. As far as the publications, citations, the things like that, which are quite often used in the academia, we are, to be on the safe side, we are in the top 5 institutions in the Turkey, number of the papers and the publication faculty. Our students we recruit, and our programs are always in the top 10 in the country. And our staff, almost 1/4 of the 25% of our staff are international. Our international student ratio is very high in this country, 10%. I know it should be 30, 40, or 50, but given that the average is 2% in this country, having the 10% international student body is a quite accomplishment. And in terms of the student satisfaction, we are in the top 5, and we have students and faculty members from 50 different countries, and we have a very good student-academician ratio. And don't forget, we are only 5 years old university. 5 years. It's not that it is not even a young university. We are a baby university, but our accomplishment so far is quite satisfactory. Just last month, Ministry of Science and Technology has announced the most innovative universities, most innovative and entrepreneurial universities in this country, in Turkey. And we are, out of 185 universities, we are number 12. Which is a quite, a good accomplishment, given the fact that we are only 5 years old. And yes, these are them, and we have international partners. Our focus is more on Asia. Singapore, Hong Kong, China, Japan, Korea. Of course, we do not ignore the Europe and the North America, but we know that most of the developments will take place in the next, let's say, 50 years in the East. We deliberately focus on the Asia. That's what we have number of the partners from the Asia. And one of our finest institutions in this university, and in fact this is the first institution in this university, is the Youth Factory, Youth Center. We are the one of the most successful and pioneer youth center of the country. Thanks to Zeynep and her team that make this happen in the last 5 years. And isyec is one of the organizations or social activities that they are doing. They have been doing number of different things: student youth exchange, European voluntary service, Erasmus internship, organized number of events and projects like the talks, agri-talks, we call agri-talks, non-academic, many things they organized to be able to reach out to the community and the young people and the youth. And isyec is one of their projects. And we have organized, we have hosted the number 1 about 4 years ago. In 2014. Now we organized the second one about 2 years ago, and today we are hosting the 3rd edition of it, isyec number 3. And the youth employability is still there. We have been discussing the youth employability and this global issue for 4 years. We have organized, we have invited number of lecturers, speakers, experts, and we have published a number of reports, documents. We share this, all these results with both government and also the private institutions. But the thing is, still we have a big problem over there. We have still a big problem over there. Youth unemployability is a little, according to OECD numbers, it's getting better. But in Turkey, it is getting worse. The problem is, becoming bigger and bigger. The same as Europe. In the European Union, the numbers is on the high. So we have to do something. So that puts the lots of pressure on this meeting, the 3rd edition of the isyec. It has to produce some solutions. It has to produce some, ideas by which whatever this, things should change. Look at this. Even though OECD numbers are 13%, Turkey is 195, and the Europe is 20 something. Last night we look at the statistics, we look at the numbers in France by America, and we saw that in France, youth unemployability is 25, even higher. So it's a big problem. It's everybody's problem. It's not the Turkish problem. It's the French problem. It's the Spanish problem. Everybody's problem. We have to address and solve it, and at least elevate this problem. Change the direction to the positive side. And I'm glad that in this meeting there will be very distinguished people, very selective, distinguished people from all over the world, mostly from Europe, being a youth policy makers, educational representatives, professionals, corporate professionals, youth workers, and social entrepreneurs and experts. All together, we have to at least produce something out of this 3 days event so that it will elevate this problem. One of the important, most important problem, global, important problem. Let me finish my words with the wishes, best wishes, and successful meeting, for successful meeting. For sure, I'm very confident that this symposium will address the right problems on the youth employability issue and will produce solutions so that is one of these global challenge we have today is going to be handled in an appropriate manner and the problem is at least elevated. I thank you very much and have a wonderful and very fruitful discussions and the meetings. Thank you.